Today on the Canadian Way, the 2003 Subaru Baja. It's a Japanese car with a Mexican name, made in Indiana, USA. Well,
Bonjour, hi. I borrowed a Subaru Baja 2006 from
ACR Plus. ACR Plus is a company located in Sainte-Anne-des-Plaines specialized in rebuilding pool pump, steering rack, alternator, starter, caliper, and axle. They have a huge inventory, and I highly recommend you to go check them out if you need one of these.
This is the first and last generation of Subaru Baja. It came out from 2003 and ends up in 2006. This Subaru Baja, when it was new, worth around $36,000, and today it worth $6,000. This Subaru Baja was expensive when you compare it to a Toyota Tacoma from the era that worth $23,000 and has a bigger bed. The Subaru Baja looked like a Outback with a bed. Look how ridiculous it is. It looked like a car with a bed. Wait a minute. What if the Subaru was a car with a bed instead of a pickup? Let's start this again. The Subaru Baja is an Outback with a bed, which makes it pretty practical. Like the Subaru Outback, it has heavy-duty plastic bumpers so you can crush the snowbanks with. Unlike the Outback, the Subaru Baja has some plastic fenders which prevent the fenders from rusting. And the fender flare themes continue in the back. Just look at this roof rack. It's so tough, you can put a four-wheeler on that. And the heavy-duty plastic bumpers continues in the back. So let's open the tailgate. Here we have 4 foot long with the tailgate open. But when you close it, you have around 3 feet. And once this is open, it gives you almost 9 foot long, which is huge. But when the tailgate is open, you can't see my license plate. But there's a solution for that. First, you need to press both sides button here. Pull it. Then you can see my license.
Cameraman in action!
Beginning of the interior, we will show you how to open the back door of the bed. First, you need to pull the latch here of the seats. And you need to pull the lever on one side of the back seat. And here's your door.
Magic.
Sitting in the back seat of the Subaru Baja, the door opens pretty wide. And as you can see, the driver's seat is at the maximum backup position, and I have enough room for my legs. Access is a little bit hard because of the C-pillar here, but seats are comfortable. Getting inside the Baja, the door opened pretty wide, and the ride height is pretty high, and the seats are pretty low, which make it easy to access. The seating position is pretty good, and the seats are comfortable, and the leather, great quality leather. Talking of the back of the Subaru Baja, they made a great job. Great quality of material have been used. They have used leather inside each door. It has great and heavy-duty plastics from the era. So they had 2 cup holders here. Great place to store and hide some stuff behind. Otherwise, there's nothing else behind. Getting inside of the front of the Subaru Baja, the interior construction is well built. What I really don't like in comparison with the Outback is that in the Baja they had plastic grade trim that looks so cheap, but the Outback has some wood grain trim, what I really love most. Starting with the button. On your left side we have the wiper defrost button, cruise control button, and the fog lamp button, which is easy for the driver to get access. This is a unique feature from the Subaru Baja. It has a cargo lamp button. Here we have two heated seat switch that once you press it in low, it gets pretty hot, and once you press it in high, it feels like a spa. And it also has an ashtray, which was normal from this era. And we also have nice little sunroof. And just to mention, these sunroof switch are made of high quality plastic. They're really nice and fun to touch. And what another thing that I really love about the Baja is that in the cluster the numbers are written in white, which is easy to read. And you can also see here that the hours is also easy to read even if you have the sun in your face. Starting the mechanic of the Baja. The Baja has a Fat 4 engine, 2.5 liter, which has 165 horsepower and 166 foot-pounds of torque. These engines are reliable, but they really need severe maintenance. These engines takes around a liter of oil between oil change. So it's important to check that out. You need to change your coolant at 96,000 kilometers. Otherwise, you'll get a gasket blown. And another thing to notice that the timing belts need to be changed at 160,000 kilometers. You might think this is crazy, but most of the things are accessible. Here, you have the alternator. Just behind, you have your starter. You have also your spark plug wires. Everything can be easily removed. This engine matches a 5-speed manual transmission, and it averaged 10.8 liter per 100 kilometers. The Baja have independent suspension on 4 corners and disc brake on each wheels, and also have the mighty all-wheel drive system. Driving the Subaru Baja here in Sainte-Anne-des-Plaines, the thing we notice is the visibility is great because the windows are big. The other thing we notice is that the sound deadening is good. Not great, but good. The suspension is stiffer than the Outback, but it's still pretty soft. This Baja has some issue with window weather strip because of this age, so the sound deadening is not that well at 80 kilometers an hour. The steering wheel is pretty soft but precise. The engine is pretty good for everyday driving, but when you need to floor it, it's pretty slow. The shifter is stiff and precise, and the clutch is well balanced. Overall, driving the Subaru Baja is like driving a little tractor, and it's pretty fun. To conclude, the Subaru Baja is one of the worst pickup truck, but one of the best practical car ever made. The reason why the Baja did not succeed is because of its high price, and because it was sold as a pickup, and because it was yellow. Nowadays, the Subaru Baja worth $6 grand, which is expensive even if it's practical, fun to drive, and well built. This is why the Baja is Canadian approved.